Time for our last topic of the day. After an 18-point comeback last week, Daniel Jones looks to keep rolling against division rival Washington in his second career start. According to Fox Bet, Danny Dimes and the Giants are 2.5-point favorites. Shannon, what do you expect from Jones?
Skip, I expect him to have a lot more trouble this week than he had last week because they have tape on him.
Yep.
In the preseason, teams play very generic coverage. I think Tampa underestimated his ability, how mobile that he was. They played coverage that's not conducive if you're playing a guy with his kind of skill sets because he can move better than – that's not Eli. No. I think they might have thought they were going against Eli because they played a cover 5 with 22 man, and he hit the gap and get the game-winning touchdown.
Wow.
I would not be surprised if Washington beat them this week.
Agreed, because overnight, poor Danny Dimes went from an embarrassment for Giants Nation to savior of Giants Nation. And it took a missed easy field goal to launch the fairy tale.
And 2 PATs.
Right, and you got that right. I say he'll throw for 230, maybe a couple of touchdowns. He'll throw a pick. He'll lose a fumble. And I'm with you. I won't be surprised if Case Keenum beats him at New York.
New York, yeah. They do. But Jones, I mean, look, Skip, they got to look for something optimistic. Giants hadn't been good for a very, very long time, and he's the real hope because Pat Shurmur and Dave Gettleman hitched their wagon to him.
They did.
He better be good.
Here we go.
Consensus on something this morning. That's it for us. We're back Monday. Baltimore after a shaky 1-2 start. Baker admitted they have had less success than they had hoped early on. Meanwhile, the Ravens lead the league in points per game behind an impressive start by Lamar Jackson. Shannon, who wins this one?
I'm taking the Ravens. I love the way Lamar Jackson is playing, Skip. And right now, for me, I would say he'd be second in the MVP voting. Maybe third behind my homeboy, maybe Dak.
But maybe Dak?
Maybe
you
Dak.
Just admitted that?
Maybe Dak.
Huh.
The number one scoring team. But Skip, Lamar is second in total yards per game behind Patrick Mahomes. You know, a lot of times when you play defense, Skip, and people think that you got to get the quarterback on the ground, it's not necessarily the truth. The Ravens do not have a bunch of sacks. I think they only have 7 sacks, but they're number one in quarterback hits. And what teams have been doing is that they've been putting pressure on Baker and make him see ghosts. And he gets happy feet, and he's bolting from the pocket.
Yep.
And I believe Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, Don Martin, they call him Wink, Don Martindale, I believe he'll put pressure on Baker. I believe they will make him uncomfortable, and I believe the Ravens win this ball game 33-24.
33-24.
Yes.
So, unlike the Hall of Famer across from me, I am not giving up and jumping ship on Baker Mayfield.
Oh my God.
I still believe in Baker.
You picking him?
I would pick them if they weren't down 3 of their starting DBs. They were down 4 against the Rams, just for the record. They get Demarius Randall back, but they don't have Denzel Ward. They don't have Greedy Williams. So,
why you need that? You got Baker Mayfield. Why you need that? You got Baker.
And I will admit to you, he has struggled, but he did not struggle against the Ravens last year. He played his 2 best games out of the blue against clearly a superior Baltimore team, and he beat them in overtime at Cleveland. That was where he really put himself on the map, and he gave them a run for their money at Baltimore, and he averaged 359 yards passing. So I believe he will have another 300-plus yards passing. And I do agree with you about seeing ghosts because Pro Football Focus came up with a good stat. He has bolted the pocket prematurely before he needs to, a league-leading 12 times. He did it last year in the games he started, only 18 total times. So he is bailing too quickly. Why is that? Does he not trust his offensive line? I don't know. Is he trying to figure out how to keep both Odell and Jarvis happy, and he's suffering brain lock, like he needs more time to figure that out? So he decides, I'll bolt, and on the run, I can figure out which one of those guys is going to be open. I don't know, but I still love him. I still believe in him. I can't believe in their defense that much when you're down 3 starters in the defensive backfield. It's going to be difficult to contain Lamar and Hollywood Brown. So they are going to score some points. I still think it's going to be somewhat of a shootout. I think it'll be 27-24 home team. And if you will give me the 7 points, I will take Baker Mayfield. Why not? Well, you've got
and plus, you know what the Browns do a lot that bad teams seem to do often? Commit a bunch of penalties. That always, and it doesn't matter offense, defense, special teams. they're equal opportunities like defense, like we've commit offense like defense. Y'all got 2 the last time. Let us get our 2. Let us get some holding. Let us get some procedure penalties.
Then I'm going to dump that on Freddie Kitchen's doorstep.
No, that's Freddie K.
Well, no.
Freddie K.
With him?
Freddie K said if you don't wear the orange and brown, doesn't matter.
Yep. And I do like it that Baker fired back at Rex Ryan because he's back. That means he's got the chip back on his shoulder.
Where'd he leave? Where'd he go? Where'd he left?
He left because they were the favorite. And all of a sudden, they got a big old target.
I just want to know, why didn't he stare down Mike Vrabel? Mike Vrabel was standing in Cleveland, standing on the sideline, and not one time did I see old Shake and Bake look at old Mike Vrabel. Why not? Don't tell I don't like front runner, Skip. You know me and you don't like front runners.
No, but you were the one who nicknamed him Shake and Bake, and then you completely abandoned him after 43-13 in the opening Sunday. You said, I'm out. Because you only ride with winners.
No,
right?
I ain't no front runner. I don't like that, Skip.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, Baker is no front runner because he's a 2-time walk-on in college who won a Heisman. That's never happened. I don't think that'll ever happen again. And he was at his best when nobody expected anything last year.
Exactly.
Right?
But what they got now? What they have on them, Skip?
They got Odell.
They got done. Stop it.
Yeah.
They got expectations.
Yeah.
The Steelers are supposed to be down. The Cincinnati's going to be Cincinnati. They're going to always do bingo things, which is not much.
Yeah.
And the Ravens, they got Lamar Jackson is here running back. You know, he ain't going to be able to pass, yada, yada, all that other stuff going on. And lo and behold, so the Cleveland are supposed to be a lot better. They're supposed to be 3-0.
Yep.
Oh, they're supposed to be 3-0 right now, Skip. And Shake and Bake's supposed to be the MVP.
Well, because you had them winning the division.
Okay, they still can.
All right.
And I've also said I've undervalued the Ravens. Unlike you, who said I don't believe they're that good.
I don't think they're that good.
You about to find out Sunday.
Okay. Give me 7.
No.
Huh? Well, if they're as good as you say, come on.
I tell you what, I give you 7.
4 pitiful Browns.
Give me 3.
Huh?
Give me 3 Cowboys.
Give you 3? That's insane. Well, I'm not just going to just give you a bet.
We got to go, guys. We got to go. So despite their rough start, if the Browns